The new iOS 27, which is currently on the second beta, is actually one of the highest quality updates that we have ever gotten on our iPhones. It is really good, very stable, performance is great, very fast, and great battery life. And the features that Apple is adding are actually improving like the everyday use a lot on iOS, like this one right here. I don't even know, or I cannot even think of an reason why would Apple wait so much to add this simple feature. You go to your automations on your Shortcuts app and you finally have a switch when you can turn on or off your automation. Now previously you created an automation, it would run. The way to stop it, delete the automation. That's actually really horrible. Now you finally actually have a button that allows us to go ahead and turn on or off the automations that you have created on your device. And these buttons will be, of course, individual. For each automation, you will have a separate button that allows us to choose when you want to activate or deactivate that automation. And we also have some really nice changes on Safari as well. So we're talking about more new features here on the second beta before we talk about the release of the third beta as well. So on Safari, you will have a new feature that Apple has added with the first beta. It's called Notify Me. But now when you go here, you will actually be able to see a new design, which in my opinion looks much better, and it has actually improved a lot from the previous one, which was on the first beta. Now on Safari, we'll also have a section here for extensions. Now it shows down there where you can manage your extensions or use this new feature called Describe Extensions. Now when you go here, you will have the ability to basically describe anything you want and then let iOS basically do the work. Now right here you can see you will have a few different sections where you can go, and now you will also have here a few prompt suggestions. Now what has changed with the second beta from the first one is that now you can actually use these. I can go ahead and enter here and I can edit this text. Of course, I can copy it and add it to the prompt, or I can add or remove anything specific that I want from this text right here. So now it's actually useful having these. Previously, you couldn't interact with them at all. Now another great change, which is not a new feature, but it's actually really welcomed. If you have used the first beta, you know, it doesn't have a lot of weird bugs and crashes and all that stuff. There was one with the screenshots where you would take a screenshot on your device, you edit, you mark it up, or you edit anything on it like this, tap that button right there to save it, and then when you would go to your camera roll, it is saved, but it would just undo all the edits that you had made, like the markups and everything. It would be just a plain screenshot. So now that has been fixed as well, alongside with iPhone mirroring. iPhone mirroring has also been fixed with the second beta of iOS 27. It's now much stable and it works as it should. And here's another change we have on the second beta of iOS 27. Now you get brand new icons for the Find My app. Now the Find My app has gotten a few new features with iOS 27 beta. It has a feature that allows you to pause your location sharing without basically letting other people know, which is really awesome. And now you also have all new icons here for people, devices, items, and me right there. You have all redesigned icons, which is really awesome. And of course, alongside with these redesigned icons on the home screen, which are really cool, Apple has actually made an amazing job with the icons on iOS 27. The only thing I hope one day we will get is these transparent icons with the colored little details in the middle of the icon. That would actually look extremely beautiful. Now with this beta, we have a couple of other changes on the Siri app, which of course are very necessary. First of all, if you have used the app on the first beta, you know that you had to delete the conversations basically one by one. Now you will have the ability there to view the list or grid, and also the ability to select the conversations. So you can select as many as you want and then just go ahead and delete them from here, which is really easy to do. Now another thing here, you can see now you can rename and also pin the conversations that you make on the new Siri app, which is really awesome. You can do that from here. All the top conversations will be pinned right there at the top, which is again, of course, really useful. Now there will be also another change here on the Reminders app. So on Reminders, when you go to add like different details to your reminder that you're creating, you can see now right here we have a section for notes and URL. Now this was here previously, but it was actually two different spaces, one for notes, one for URL. Now you will have a place together where you can place either your notes that you want to add to that reminder, or of course any URL that you have. And now let's go ahead and talk about the release of the third beta. We're currently on the second beta. The third beta should come 2 weeks after the release of the second beta. So beta 2 was released on the 22nd of June. And of course, this upcoming week, there will be no update. We'll have to wait until July the 6th for the third beta to come out, which most likely will be packed with new features. Usually third betas will have more features and changes than second betas. Now, just a week after that, we should also see the first public beta of iOS 27 come out. Usually Apple does this a week after the release of the third beta. They will release a public beta, which should be also really cool. A lot more people will of course update because they wait for this public beta in order to update their devices, even though this year it actually was not necessary to wait for a public beta. In my opinion, anyone that wants to have iOS 27 on their device right now can just simply go ahead and update to the dev beta. Even the first beta was great. I'm really surprised what Apple has done with these updates. Everything is really smooth, everything is really polished. I don't think anyone would be able to tell that they have a beta on their device and not actually a stable update of an iOS software. So if you actually have been using iOS 26 or even iOS 18 before and you had a lot of problems on your device, battery drains and all that, you will actually love iOS 27. So again, beta 3 coming on July the 6th, public beta 1 most likely the 13th or the 14th of July. And it will go like this for 2 weeks scheduled, of course, until beta 6, I believe. So after that, the 20th should be beta 4. The third right here should be beta 5. Most likely beta 6 will come on the 10th right here, beta 9 17th, or beta 8 actually on 17th, beta 9 here on the 24th. Then we get the RC a couple weeks later as usual on the 7th. Most likely the public release of iOS 27 is happening on September 14th. Usually in this timeline we have the releases in the last few years. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it helpful. If you did, smash that like button, and of course don't forget to subscribe for more. I'll see you guys on the next one.